For I say, through the grace given unto me.
So he's saying through the grace, you know, because grace is what? Getting something that you don't deserve. And that's grace was given to Paul, man. Straight up, because he definitely was given something he didn't deserve. Right? Because he was against all those that taught or that believed in Baal Shem Mashiach Yahushua, going to the Most High, and us going to the Most High. He was against that when he was Saul. But that grace was given to him. Read.
To every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think.
There it is, there go that pride. Not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. Therefore, you're going to be what? Humble. Could be humble. That's the opposite of being prideful. You're going to be humble. Read.
But to think soberly.
Think soberly meaning you got to be focused. You got to be focused. You can't be no drunkard either. You can drink wine, but you got to be able to drink so you still have your faculties, man, in moderation.
Not under the influence.
Right. And what they call the drinks? Spirits. Right. Spirits. Now dealing with all these spirits where when you drink, all of a sudden now you change. Transform, like you say, you gotta the transforming of your mind, right? What it say? It be you go, but the transform, right? You gotta transform, man, but don't transform into these spirits that's gonna be so out of it that you displease the Most High in your actions.
That's right.
And you will know because man gonna recognize it. You see, we gonna recognize it. That's why you gotta look at it. You soberly think, but to think soberly, read.
According as the Most High hath dealt to every man the measure of faith.
That's right. You gotta believe this, man. It's very important. Go to Judges 19. Judges the 19th chapter. And look at, start at verse 16.
The book of Judges, chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, there came an old man from his work out of the field at even, which was also of Mount Ephraim. And he sojourned in Gibeah, but the men of the place were Benjamites.
Right, so the men of the place were Benjamites, but there came an old man from his work out of the field that evening, who was also of Mount Ephraim. Go ahead.
And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither goest thou?
Say, where you going? You see the man, he said, where you going, read?
And whence comest thou?
Where you coming from? Read.
And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, toward the side of Mount Ephraim.
Say, we coming from Bethlehem, Judah, southern kingdom, going up to Ephraim, which is northern kingdom, read. Northern, northern Israel, read.
From thence am I.
From thence am I, read.
And I went to Bethlehem, Judah, but I am now going to the house of the Most High.
But he said, now I'm going to the house of the Most High. Read.
And there is no man that receiveth me to house.
He said, there's no man to receive me to house. To come into his house. Read.
Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses. And there is bread and wine also for me.
Say it again.
Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me. And for thine handmaid and for the young man which is with thy servants, there is no want of anything.
Right. Go ahead.
And the old man said, Peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon me. Only lodge not in the street. So he brought him into his house, and gave provender unto the asses. And they washed their feet, and did eat and drink. Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city certain sons of Belial beset the house round about.
Right, look, he invited the man into his house. You know, like most times said, you leave a remnant, we all be like what? Solomon like a Gomorrah, right? So he said, hey, he invited the man into his house, had his concubine, and he said, hey, I'm gonna feed your asses and so forth. But while they was in the house, what happened? Read it out again, call it out.
Book of Judges, chapter 19, and verse 22. Now as they were making their hearts merry,
While they was having a good time, the old man, concubine, and they was having a good time, making their hearts merry, making their minds merry. Read.
behold, the men of the city,
Behold, the man of the city, read.
certain sons of Belial,
Certain sons of Belial, read.
beset the house round about,
They surrounded the house. They surrounded the house, read.
and beat at the door, and spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, bring forth the man that came into thine house, that we may know him.
Oh, man. Bring forth the man that came into your house that we may know him.
Oh, man.
Y'all know what they said. They want to have sex with him.
That's right. Exactly.
Bring that man. He's Benjamin. Say, bring that man out of the house so we can have sex with him. That's what they said. Read.
And the man, the master of the house, went out unto them, and said unto them, nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you.
Say, no. No, my brethren. No. No. Said, no, my brethren. No. Go ahead.
Do not so wickedly.
Say, do not so wickedly. Don't do this wicked act. Read.
Seeing that this man is come into mine house, do not this folly.
Say, don't do this folly. This man has come to my house. Don't do this folly. Listen, read.
Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden.
Wow, look, this man offered up his daughter so that these men, these Benjamites, wouldn't want to have sex or wouldn't have sex with this man. They surrounded this house.
Dang.
They're going to break in. Say, hey, here's my daughter, a maiden. Read.
And his concubine.
And his concubine offered up his daughter. You understand, this is the spirit that we were in. He offered up his daughter. He didn't know this man. But just so that this folly, this abomination wouldn't happen, where these men wouldn't have sex with this man, he offered up his daughter. Wow. And the man's concubine. Go ahead.
Them will I bring out now, and humble ye them.
See? That's why you're looking at to do this act will be humbling these women. Did they say they want to do it? No.
Right.
But he's humbling them with allowing these men to humble them. And that's what happens when you take a woman and you take her virginity or whatever it is away from them and you deal with them and they're, you humbling them. That's what it tells you in the law. You see? Say humble them. Have sex with them. You see, instead of this man. Once I say, that's letting you know how serious this is as far as a man being with another man.
Right.
Read.
And do with them what seemeth good unto you.
Woo. Man. I don't know if I can say that. I can't fit my mouth to say this.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? It's like, but this is how serious this is. Rather than, them having sex with this man. He offered up his daughter and the man's concubine. And do whatever you want to them.
Right.
Go ahead.
But unto this man do not so vile a thing.
Vile of things. So anybody say that it's okay? He said it's a vile act that you're going to act upon. Read.
But the man would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them. And they knew her, and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go.
They raped her all night long. And when the day came through, they let her go. Read.
Then came the woman in the dawning of the day, and fell down at the door of the man's house where her Lord was, till it was light. And her Lord rose up in the morning, and opened the doors of the house, and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold. And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon an ass, and the man rose up, and gat him unto his place.
Yeah. She couldn't answer because she was dead. Go ahead.
And when he was come into his house, he took a knife, and laid hold on his concubine, and divided her, together with her bones, into 12 pieces, and sent her into all the coast of Israel.
So he cut her up in 12 pieces. He cut her body up in 12 pieces, and sent a part of her body to each of the tribes. Read.
And it was so, that all that saw it said, there was no such deed done, nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt. Unto this day, consider of it. Take advice, and speak your minds.
Right, so that's when we went to war with Benjamin.
Right.
Behind that act.
Yep.
All Israel went to war with Benjamin. It took a lot to destroy him, to bring it down. But in the end, you understand, Benjamin, you know, we had made a vow that we wouldn't allow any of our daughters to marry Benjamin. So Benjamin had to get these Hamites women to continue his lineage. He said, we ain't dealing with it, you know. And that's where that went down. Read Judges 21. Judges 21st chapter.
21 from the top. In the book of Judges, chapter 21. Now the men of Israel had sworn in Mizpeh, saying, There shall not any of us give his daughter unto Benjamin to wife.
See? They made that vow. See? Look at jump to verse 16.
Book of Judges, chapter 21 and verse 16. Then the elders of the congregation said, How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin?
See, a lot of women have been destroyed out of our tribe, the tribe of Benjamin. Said, what are we going to do for wives for them? Seeing that the women have been destroyed out of Benjamin. Read.
And they said, There must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel.
Right. See, we got to find a way to maintain Benjamin. Read.
Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, Cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin.
They said, hey, cursed be he that give a wife to Benjamin, tribe of Benjamin. Read.
Then they said, Behold, there is a feast of the Most High in Shiloh, yearly, in a place where is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebonah. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, Go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. And it shall be, when their fathers or their brethren come up unto us to complain, that we will say unto them, Be favorable unto them for our sakes, because we reserve not to each man his wife in the war. For ye did not give unto them at this time, that ye should be guilty. And the children of Benjamin did so, and took them wives, according to the number of them that danced, whom they caught. And they went and returned unto their inheritance, and repaired the cities, and dwelt in them. And the children of Israel departed thence at that time, every man to his tribe, and to his family. And they went out from thence every man to his inheritance. In those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes.
Sound familiar? But that's what happened with Benjamin. That's why a lot of times, you know, I look in the spirit. When you look at Romans 11 and 1, Romans 11 and 1.
In the book of Romans, chapter 11 and verse 1, I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people? Most High forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Right, so Paul was of the tribe of Benjamin, right? Look at Acts 21 and 37.
In the book of Acts, chapter 21 and verse 37, and as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek?
Yeah, say, can I speak unto you? To the chief captain, say, can you speak Greek? Read. Listen, who the chief captain thought he was. Read.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
Art thou what?
Art not thou that Egyptian?
So he had to be looking like what?
An Egyptian.
An Egyptian. For him to say that. That's all I wanted. You see that? Yes.
The original Egyptians are the who? Is that the Sunnis or who is that? South Africa, right?
No, that's Canaanites.
Oh, those are Canaanites?
Yeah. The Egyptians are the Philistines. Philistines and
Noah's son, Ham.
yeah, Hamites. They're all from Hamites. You know, we look at it. You know, we look at. They all come from Libya, the North Africans, the Canaanites, South African, Egyptian, and Ethiopians. All the tribes of the so-called Hamites come from them. That's what it's, you know, pretty much set up. Yeah.
The Philistines didn't, I mean, what happened to the Egyptians? They still there? I mean, I can't understand the relation.
They just call, like we call different names. The same people.
Egypt was still there, right? When the Philistines were Philistines. The Egyptians were Egyptians. And how did the Philistines leave Egyptian become Philistines?
No, they're both just the same. Like we call we got 53 different names of who we are. Just
Oh, it's another name for Egyptian?
yeah, just another name. Like Montezarian is the name in Hebrew, but I'm just saying, you know, we have different names of. It's like I said, Libyans. I said they are who? The North Africans. They might say North Africans, and we know that they're Libyans. Canaanites, you say the Canaanites, but they're Mandela's people, the South Africans, which they don't say that they're Egyptians. You see what I'm saying? Just like with us, we don't, the tribes, you know, you Zebulon, you ain't saying you Issachar. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, but you called all these different names within your tribe, right? All of us did call different names within our tribes for identity purposes. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way it was, you know. The same people, though. They still Hamites, but there's, the Hamites, they got a lot of tribes, the people that come out of it, but they come from basically them 4 sets of Hamites. When they settled after the ark, when they settled, then they all came from out of those either Ethiopians, you know, a lot of them, that's why a lot of them battle each other, but they really same people, but they battle each other like we battling each other and so forth. You know, it's the same old thing, but understand this. When you see that movie, Rwanda Hotel? You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, a while back.
Yeah, you can see that they made a difference between us and them. I mean, those Hamites and the Israelites.